Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. The former president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is very active, involved in the politics of this nation. And many people thought that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the former president, after 2022 presidential election, he was going to retire and to stop being active in everyday politics of this nation. But it seems that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta wants to involve himself in active politics to shape the destiny of this nation. And that is why he is still the party leader of Jubilee. Even if people used to say that after he was done with presidency, he was going to go silent like President Emilio Kibaki. But that is not actually going to happen because of what we are seeing. Because it is as if Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta actually never became the president of this republic because he is actively involved in reshaping the politics of this nation. And now he is the Jubilee leader and he is reshaping Jubilee so that it can be ready for 2027 presidential election. And Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is trying to do various roles. And those various roles are actually intended to make Jubilee to be one of the biggest political party ahead of 2027 elections. And that is why I want us to have that candid discussion about the roles that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is actually going to play. And those roles will send William Samoei Arap Ruto home. Or it will be a matter of just being active in politics. But before we dive in and try to dissect those roles, I would like to request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to hit the notification bell, because by doing that, you will give YouTube permission so that you can get notified to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you, because you always give us the motivation to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. Having said that, now let us dive into the topic of the day, the roles that the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is going to play prior to 2027 presidential election. Let me start by saying that I have tried to do a research about those roles, and I have found out that the key roles that he is going to play are mainly four. So he will play four roles, and those roles, if he will play them very well. There's danger for William Samoei Arap Ruto, because I have always told you that in the opposition side, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the man who will make the opposition either succeed or fail. And that is quite key. So these four roles are very vital. And if the roles will be played in a very intelligent manner, then for sure, 2027, William Samoei Arap Ruto will be sent back to his native home. And let me try to elaborate. Those four roles that are going to be played by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The first role is reviving and reshaping the Jubilee party. Remember, he's the leader of Jubilee, and Jubilee is actually a party with a national outlook. And from the start of this year, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has actually started engaging leaders throughout the Republic of Kenya on how he is going to make Jubilee to be one of the largest political party ahead of 2027. And he is refining the internal structures of Jubilee. And that is why he had been cheering Jubilee to that success of reshaping itself. And as you know, the former president is a person who understands how to restructure a party, because he has done that severally. And that is why he became the president. And is trying to lay down a grassroots network for Jubilee. And that is why of late, many people are running so that they can have tickets which they will use probably to stop at their political positions ahead of 2027. So Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is laying a very good network across the Republic of Kenya, so that Jubilee can be felt in every corner of the Republic. And the internal structure of Jubilee is being refined. Many people thought that Jubilee was dead, but now Jubilee is coming up very strongly. So that is the first thing that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is doing currently to reshape and revive Jubilee party. That is the first thing or the first role that he is playing. The second role is influencing candidacy and alliances. As you know, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has actually brought up in Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And Fred Okengo Matiang'i is going to be the flag bearer of Jubilee. And as you know, Fred Okengo Matiang'i has been brought into Jubilee, and he has been portrayed to the public as a national leader, but not as a tribal leader. Because as you understand, politics in this nation, you will always find people coming up as tribal leaders, and then they move to the national politics. But in this case, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is bringing in Matiang'i, who is actually a person. Many people say that he is Mr. Fix-It, into Jubilee. And instead of doing what has been done now and again, They are portraying the man we call Fred Okengo as a national figure. So the former president is actually influencing candidacy in what? In Jubilee. At the same time, having been in this country, in the political arena of this nation, he knows how to do alliance building, and therefore is playing from the background that role of actually building alliance with other same-minded political parties. And that is why of recent, people have started saying that Jubilee is being supported by around 8 other political leaders. And therefore, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is actually playing that role to influence the build-up of an alliance, which actually will take forward the candidacy of Fred Okengo Matiang'i towards 2027. Because in this nation, it is very hard for a single-handedly political party to win election. And that is why Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is also very keen on building alliances. So that is another role that the former president is going to play. Another role that he is going to play is a broader national and regional roles. I have told you that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is very keen in building Jubilee as a national party. And Jubilee cannot be as a national party, and that is enough. It also needs to be sold regionally so that it can partner with other political party in the regional space, so that it can be even very easy for funding. Because sometimes you could get a party, can get funding from other friendly political party outside the country. So that role is being well played by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And another thing that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is very keen about is strategic positioning ahead of 2027. So he wants to position strategically Jubilee Party ahead of 2027. And that is why the way he has positioned Jubilee it is actually attracting a lot of people who feel that they should get ticket for their political ambition or ambitions towards 2027. So those are the roles that the former president is actually going to play. And those roles, if he will play them intelligently, I am very sure that William Samoei Arap Ruto might be taken home late come 2027 presidential election, because those roles are going to make any candidate for presidency within Jubilee to be quite huge, which is actually happening. And also, if you look very keenly about the way he is trying to position Jubilee, even in Mount Kenya at large, it is actually shaking the side of Rigathi Gachagua. And that is why sometimes Rigathi Gachagua started attacking Fred Okengo Matiang'i. But when he found out that it is not going to work for him, he actually stopped from doing that. My listeners, what are the roles do you think Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the former president, is going to play in this country politics ahead of 2027 general elections? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to hit the notification bell, because by doing so, you have given YouTube permission to notify you to watch any political content that we upload to YouTube. And doing all those things is actually for free. It doesn't incur, you don't incur anything, but you could have promoted this YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I said thank you. May God bless you, because you are behind our inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye.